What did ABBA say while playing Riichi Mahjong? For a 10, I threw the 5 and now I cannot run. For a 10, all of my outs suddenly gone. An exhaustive draw, couldn't get 10 pi, so I'm paying out. Exhaustive draw, the game is now over, so I sit and pout. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. That was the song Waterloo by ABBA. You're listening to Riichi FM. Skirt! Meow! There's a lot of traffic today on the flush freeway. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. I'm just gonna be real with you. Felt great to pull out a dub last video. Now, this is a real test, okay? Can we make it back-to-back dubs? Can we start a win streak like we're freaking KT Rolster playing in the League of Legends League in Korea? Let's try to make it happen. As we load into the Jade Room, I'm just gonna say this. Hey, if you like the song and you like the genre, make sure to subscribe if you want new videos every day. Also, consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous today. And we're in the Jade Room, folks. How am I doing? Your boy had a weird night. I'm just gonna be real with you, okay? I record these videos a few days in advance, so you're gonna see this, a few days after this happened. Last night was July 3rd. Today is July 4th. It's the American Independence Day holiday, right? Last night at midnight, someone, and pardon the language here, was so horny for America that they could not freaking wait. They're like, yeah, I love reading the news every day. Yeah, everything's going great. And they were so unbelievably stoked to be alive. I don't really know, right? Started shooting off fireworks dead of night, midnight, and I'm gonna be real with you. Technically the date is hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna throw away this 8-9 shape. I mean, we can throw away the 6 right now. There's still a Star Wars Rogue One chance that we draw into a pure straight in the bamboo suit. It's not very, very likely, but you know, we draw into a 7, we draw into a 4, suddenly Bob's your uncle, you know? Anyway, the midnight, I know it's technically July 4th, but I'm like, can you keep it in your pants a little bit? Oh, that was the Dora dial. Oh, folks, what have we done? Oh, what have we done, folks? We've given a crosslord the keys to the kingdom. So what happened here? I mean, they threw a 2, probably comes from a 4-5 shape, and then the 5 comes from a 4-5-5 shape. Okay, so I'm scared of 3s, I'm scared of 6s, like some mafias that I know. And I was just like, I can't believe this is screwing up my sleep schedule, you know? And I was like, and there was so much dread involved. Like, because I knew that tonight, July 4th evening, the evening of actual July 4th, it's gonna be worse. What if there was a new rule that said, hey, okay, everyone's allowed to go to fireworks shows, which is how things are right now, but you cannot do fireworks at home if you have neighbors and you're a sociopath, and it's on July 3rd. Are you kidding me? Your boy's a little grumpy today. Of course he is. Of course he is. The reason that I'm extra grumpy is that because this was all at like midnight last night, and at 6 a.m. today, I was awoken by the pitter-patter, like, sounds on the rooftop, okay? And no, this is not a Tennessee Williams play, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, okay? I can only describe this sound as the following. It sounded like a raccoon on the roof, and I don't know if there are raccoons vaguely in like a 15-mile radius of where I currently reside. And I don't know what's on the roof. It could just be a squirrel. It could be the neighbor's cat. It could be a tennis ball. I have no idea. But it sounds like, and you have to trust me here, okay? It sounds like a raccoon up there. It sounds like something heavier. You know what I mean? As we just fold away from this manga. Keep in mind, this is 12k points that we're kind of going up against. It's Seat Wind, Prevalent Wind, 3 Dora as well as the dealer. That's a 12k manga. If they have the red 5 or something else in their hand, it's the pain train for us, and I don't want to deal into a crossword. Should I have discarded that East Wind? I mean, I wasn't going to use it anyway. Let's just be real. I wasn't going to eat it anyway, and there we go. Right, Lord? Throwing a very spicy tile in that 8 of characters, and that's why we elected to Mondo fold there. So we were kind of wrong with our call out about where that 5 of circles came from, but We were not wrong with our call out that this is in fact a dealer manga, and we don't want to be dealing in. Right Lord living up to their namesake right now. Am I right or am I right? That's going to be an interesting one to go back in the logs and check out what they were thinking at a time like that. This hand, bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This hand is bananas. We're looking for a pair, and I'm throwing away the red dragon because I specifically want Pinfu, right? And Pinfu, if we're looking for a pair, it cannot, Pinfu, our pair cannot be a dragon tile or our seat wind or the prevalent wind, nor the seat wind, nor the prevalent wind. Who am I, Chibli, the way I'm going nor? So that's why I'm throwing the red dragon right now. I don't even if we drew another one, I'm like, well, it kind of ruins my chance for a nice little Riichi Pinfu. So I'm not in love with that. Speaking of not being in love with that, I think I gotta throw this away for tile efficiency. All right, that sucks, but we're one tile away from Tenpai. And it's good if we draw into a it's good if we draw into a 5 of characters. It's good if we draw into a 6. The only awkward thing is if we draw into a 9 of characters, I also have to throw away this red 5, and suddenly our hand becomes Riichi nothing, which I don't enjoy. Betting the family farm for a Riichi nothing perhaps. I mean, that is interesting. I want the value. And now this is not a bad shape. So many tiles get us into Tenpai. If we draw another 7, if we draw another 8, draw into a 6 or a 9, literally so many tiles get us there. So throwing away the 8 of bamboo, I think that's absolutely the right decision at a time like this. Please do not make me have to get rid of the, oh God. For real though? For real? Is this Pinfu? No, it's not. Oh God, it's so bad. It's so bad unless I do this. I'm doing it. I'm calling Riichi on the worst. Look at all the value. Oh my God. Okay, that's awful what just happened. But in a way, it's also wonderful in the sense that we did manage to get into Tenpai. We did manage to see the orange pixels of the Riichi button. That's not something that you can take for granted. It's not something that you see every day, folks. All right, if we waited for one turn, we would have had a Pinfu hand. But it would have been Zuzzy for Ertingale, right? If we're waiting on a 5 or an 8 of bamboo. Suddenly, the ABBA parody that we were singing is extremely prescient. Is it not, Senator? I was woken up by a big raccoon on the roof today at 6 a.m. Your boy had a very grumpy night of sleep, folks. He's Aaron Hansen the way he's a game grump right now. And that's true. Some of you are unloading fireworks on July 3rd evening. Some of y'all, okay, you have the next day off. Some of you don't have to bring your best and most fresh mind to the Riichi Mahjong tables. Ooh, when we hit the Oraora. Sacrifice 2 of our most valuable tiles, all for what? The Oraora gods. And that's how you get Oraora, folks. Discard 2 red 5s. Literally, try it in your games. I guarantee it'll happen. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, this is a weird one. It's not good, but it's okay. This is like that Pitbull or that Sia song. I think it's Sia and Pitbull. Hey, I heard you were a weird one. It's not as, I don't know. It's probably not as, it doesn't have that international mass appeal that the Kesha one or the real one had. Wild one evokes a more fun night, I suppose. What are you, setting off fireworks? All right. I mean, what are we throwing away here? This hand is not very good. Come on. I want to keep the door just for a little bit of value 10. Pikachu can have a little bit of salami on his value as a treat. But last night wasn't all bad. So recently, I got a gift. It's like an Android handheld emulator device. And by that, I mean emulation is a sin. My friend Yudong got an handheld Android emulator device as a gift. It's very cool. My friend Yudong downloaded a lot of ROMs on it to finally play Pokemon Black and White, to finally play a lot of games that he never got to play as a child. Of course, that he legally owned, of course. Even though, it's impossible to buy it unless you want to shell out $200 on the secondhand market at this point. This is just my friend Yudong being salty about it. Me, I'm kind of like a chill guy. I'm saying, Yudong, don't be so upset. Yudong's like, no, I'm upset. So Yudong last night had the handheld Android device. He loaded it up with ROMs, and then some of the ROMs were like encrypted. And I was like, or he was like, I can't really, like, I've spent like 4 hours at this point setting up this emulator. I'm just gonna download Genshin Impact. I'm literally gonna use this as an Android phone and just download Genshin Impact. Played through the first, few minutes of Genshin. With the he played through that with the keys remapped and everything. it's pretty fun. Not gonna lie, it's still pretty fun. So I have a weird relationship with Genshin Impact. I do think that, you know, the monetization of it all is, you know, it's not good. Like, I prefer a game where you pay like $50, $60, frick it, $80, right? And you get to play the game. You get to play the game for as much as you want. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? Okay, this is gonna be the weirdest full half flush in the bamboo suit you've ever seen in your entire life. I should have, you know what I should have done there? Should have cut the 9 of characters first. Should have kept my options open for Chi Toy, but for 7 pairs. But I wanted to get rid of the spicier tile first. Maybe a little bit inefficient there. I should have definitely thrown the 9, I think. It's also late in the game. Like a crossroad is cut 2 Dora. 7 pairs probably can't happen anyway with Right Lord like cutting the last 9 of bamboo. But we can still draw into a 7 of bamboo, right? Make our dreams come true with a 7 of bamboo. So that's kind of nice. Do I pawn here? For what? The chance revolution to get into Tenpai? This is the stupidest pawn I've ever seen in my entire life. Let's freaking go. I'm okay with discarding a terminal tile when 3 8s are already gone. All my apes gone. If we need to, we can always fold hard with the Dora tile or the Vivian Westwind, or the Nolan Northwind, the Vivian Westwind. Hilariously. Chiing there for a 3-5 shape? Sure. This is trying to get into Tenpai before the end of the night, right? Nelly Furtado, Timbaland, Promiscuous. I'll find out by the end of the night. Would simply love, would relish an opportunity to get a 7-up bamboo for myself. That'd be super nice. Super nice, super nice. The New Jeans song. Now, wait a minute while I make some rice. Look, I had to say it. I'm gonna be real with you. That was nothing, but in my mind, if I held that in, I would have exploded throughout the course of this video. Okay, it's called having not being able to focus on anything for the entirety of my adolescence into adulthood life. The monetization model, yucky. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? Pretty yucky. But the gameplay element of it all, pretty fun. So I'm playing it as this time around because it's my second time. It's my second time playing frickin' Genshin. I didn't play all of it. Like, I didn't keep up to date with it. I played through the first 2 realms or whatever. Hang on. I mean, I want to, but I shouldn't. I feel like I shouldn't here. This is a half flush, no Dora. This is literally just a 2-Han hand. So think about it this way. I know we have a half flush and folding here hurts a little bit. And I don't know what we're going to fold with next. Look, I might even surprise myself with what I throw next. It might even be the freaking 4 of characters. Nope, we don't con there. Of course not. But this is a 2-Han hand. It's as if you had Tanyao red 5. And we don't go for it. And we don't go for it there. And we don't go for it there. For good reason. For good reason. We don't want to deal into this Riichi, Pinfu, red 5, Tanyao shenanigans. So my new goal is to not spend any money on the game. I started a new account because when I was playing it previously, throughout the course of like the year that I was playing, I definitely spent more than $60, more than like the MSRP of a AAA game on the game. And did I feel good about it? No, I was like, it was all like FOMO. Like, oh my god, I gotta get Venti in the rerun banner before he never comes back again. It's like they've played us for absolute fools. You know what I mean? Like, that's not. You shouldn't. Come on. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying that. I'm not judging. I fell for it. I absolutely fell for it. So that's something to keep in mind. I designed this rhyme to play back in due time. That's something to keep in mind if you're playing it. I like that it's just kind of like a open world game a la Breath of the Wild. You know, I like going around and exploring. And now I don't need to have the best characters. I don't need to have the best equipment. I literally just want to watch the exploration percentage go from 0% to 100%. Whoo! And that is how I unwind at night now, folks. That's how I unwind at night. I will say the good thing about Genshin Impact is that the music in that game, as someone who's like pretty music pilled and theory maxing, the music in that game is genuinely gorgeous. Genuinely gorgeous. There's some videos online of like their studio recording with an entire orchestra, and I was like, yep, this is everything that I've ever wanted. This makes my little music nerd heart so freaking happy. This makes my music nerd heart so happy. This hand, by the way, speaking of making me happy, Would love to pawn into a red dragon. I don't know if they stopped printing those at the good tile factory. Can't get our hands on a red dragon even if we desperately wanted to. Gladly, we'll finish up that 3-5-7 shape. Pawning into a different tile and just counting on the red dragon to come home. I don't like that, Sam. I do not like that green eggs on ham. It's a little bit scary what a crosslord's doing. Oh, a crosslord has them. I'm willing to bet. Oh, and left lord 3 Dora. Okay, this is Tenhou. This is not red dragon. This is literally, they can't be waiting with a 7-8. I know I should be folding here. I know I should be folding, but that tile is as safe as it gets. That's not as safe as it gets, folks. It's not as safe as it gets. Did I just say snot? Listen, you weren't woken up by a big-ass raccoon today, okay? Is all I can assume. Oh, my God. Oh, my. All right, now we get the heck out of town. I'm skipping town, folks. Skipping town. What do we want to do? Not deal into left lord. What do we want to do? Not deal into a crosslord's half flush in the bamboo suit. Maybe full flush in the bamboo suit either. So this is a very risky, precarious situation that we find ourselves in. Best we not forget that the 8 of circles is also a safe tile for both of these bozos. For both of these bozos. I'll say it. I don't care who knows. Left lord are very scary hands. So what I'm hoping is that, you know, someone... Yeah. Perfect. Well, it's single tile weight. So zuzzy. That's disgusting. I love it. It's nasty, folks. What we didn't want to have happen was that left lord sumos and then suddenly we pay out the dealer penalty. Yeesh! Sheesh! I said yeesh by accident at first. You have to understand, I'm not relevant anymore. That was great. And now it's seriously anyone's game. Look at this, 4,000 points and we can get first place. That's so easy. And we have a pair of the Nolan Northwinds, our seat win, to just bring home the big bucks today, folks. Do I like fireworks? I like fireworks. What am I, a Grinch? Still Christmas? I like fireworks. I like fireworks when you go to a fireworks spectacular. You know what I mean? I like fireworks when they're like at a big shebang at a local park or something. You know? That's cool. You can set out a picnic blanket for your backyard so you can make 3 other people happy and you make the 30 people around you in your neighborhood miserable. Catch these hands. You know what I mean? That's inappropriate. Dare I even say the S word, selfish, okay? Oh, you have to understand, Garrett's gonna come over tomorrow for the barbecue, and I want to make sure that the fireworks are working to impress Garrett. Dude, come on. This is all make-believe. It's gonna be okay. And also, like, there's animals around, man. I've known a lot of people who have had animals, and it's very, very tricky because, yes, some dogs, it's like the worst night of their life. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, you should, again, not do fireworks, but what I am saying is, ooh, hang on. This is 1 tile away from 7 pairs. Okay, unfortunately, we have to consider 7 pairs victory here. Number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Chi Toy, we about to get down. If we pawn the Nolan Northwind, we can still just throw away a 3 and a 4, and it's a very easy pathway into success. Suffering from success. I still have to straddle the line between 7 pairs and normalcy though. I can't just cut 3 of characters. I don't think that that's right in this situation. Like, what if we draw into a 2 or something, you know? We have to play both sides of the aisle right now, my fellow Americans. So yeah, I like fireworks. I like what's my favorite type of firework? I like the one where it goes which is ironically one of the most annoying ones to listen to at night. But it's like when the firework explodes and then like it spirals, you know, down to the ground and then starts a wildfire. That's my favorite type of firework. Wow, okay. I mean, Southwind, Kiefer Sutherland's not a guaranteed safe tile. I would like to stay in this game if I can, but probably the best case scenario for us is we draw into a 2 or a 4 of characters. I would be willing to risk it for the biscuit here. I'm willing to cut 3 of characters, but that's pretty much it. Why do I think 3 is safe? Well, they cut a 6, and as a result, I know that they can't be waiting with a 4-5. They could be waiting with a 1-2, but now I see a lot of the 2s, and I'm like, that doesn't seem very likely. Left lord again gonna sumo? That's fine. It's not good, but it's fine. A pure straight only hand. Very zuzzy, very weird. Not what I expected at all, but hey, a low scoring hand. Again, just 5,600 points to get into first place. That can be us. This could be us, but you're playing. This is a pretty good starting hand. We'd like to see 7 of circles most of all, right? 7 of circles allows us to accept the Dora. Folks, I might even go a little sicko mode. I might even cut the 1 of characters and 2 of characters and just go for Tanya. Go for bro, go for Tanya. Okay. That's good. I don't want to pawn and cheat prematurely. I think sometimes you get a, like, this is July 3rd. Keep that in mind. This is not July 4th yet. We don't want to pawn and cheat prematurely. I think that, you know, if we can, just think about how sweet it is if we can get a closed hand, right? If we can call Riichi, Pinfu, Tanyao, Dora, or something along those lines, how sweet it would be. What do we need to have happen? Okay, we need to draw into a 7 of circles, and then I cut this, and then 3 of bamboo. That's not even, is that even? Okay, well, it doesn't even matter. A crossword calls the Riichi. What do I even throw here? I don't have anything that's remotely safe. A lot of 4s are visible. You're not waiting with a 3-4. I don't believe in you. Unfortunately for us, this is a dealer Riichi. This one's going to be hard to... this one's going to be painful if they sumo this hand after all this time. Oh my god, they didn't even have to work for it. No, they did have to work for it. I mean, Riichi Mahjong, after all, is a game of chance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'm going to give him a chance. This is disgusting. This is okay, suddenly, it's not going to be as easy to get into first place. I don't know if you've noticed the point totals shifting around like the tectonic plates under our planet. It's gonna be a little bit harder, folks. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. Do I have any holiday plans? Thank you for asking. Do I have any holiday plans? No. Tonight we're picking up the IKEA cabinet for behind here. We might spend July 4th. Oh wait, July 4th is today. Oh no, yeah, but I definitely don't have any plans. Yusong, you know, I thought you were a cool rock star. I thought you were a cool influencer who only mixes it up with society's finest. Bro, I suffer from social anxiety and depression. You think I'm going out tonight? No. Seatwind, I guess. This is like bad though. This is kind of like horrendous if you stop to think about it. This is kind of horrendous mode with it. I basically need another copy of the Dora for this hand to make me go Awuga. That's not another copy of the Dora. Do I just cut the Dora? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna cut the Dora. I don't know if that's right, but it is what we decided to do, folks. It is what we decided to do. We can still pawn here. We can still pawn there. Have a pair. Of course, the 8-9 shape is not necessarily, you know, something that we want to write home about, but that's way better, folks. And there is a sickening world. There is a sickening world where we reject our humanity, throw away our compassion for our fellow human beings, and go for all triplets. Seatwind, red 5, all triplets. That's a Mangan, right? That'd be kind of nice with it. Lean with it, rock with it. Okay. 1 tile away from Tenpai. We can either wait on the 5 of circles or the 7 of circles. I'm gonna be real with you. Throwing the 4 of circles is better because it lends itself to a Suji trap, right? If I throw the 4, people know that I'm not waiting with a 5-6. They might be more inclined to throw the 7. Right loaded with the Riichi, I hate that. Can I be real with you? I genuinely hate that. Because I think this hand is... Unless we get into Tenpai right here, right now. Which we didn't, by the way. I don't know if you've been paying attention. Maybe you're just listening to the audio only. I don't want to deal into Ipatsu. I don't want to deal into it. Consult the damn Oracle. Look at this. We have a low scoring hand, right? It's not 7,700 points, and we can't guarantee that it's a good weight. Who lives in a pineapple? Under the squee? I mean, you can't be waiting with a pair of these. But what should I... Really, though? Really? I should have thrown the 6 of circles? Oh my god, I'm a freaking fool. I'm so lucky to be alive. Should have thrown the 6 of circles. Why? It's inside Suji. They can't have a 4-5. They can't have a 7-8. So... And they've also discarded the effing 6 of circles. Oh my god, I deserve it. I deserve to lose that one, folks. I deserve to lose this one. And then Ryler's gonna sumo. At least we're not paying out the dealer penalty. That's fine by us. So what is going on here? It's Riichi and only Riichi and sumo, but I like that. They're in last place. They don't want to bleed out anymore. Winning a small hand in last place is good because it prevents other people from winning with even larger hands, right? So not a bad decision by Right Lord. I respect that. I like it. There's a sickening world where we lose this game. Just kidding. Just kidding. Drawing into the green dragon. Very, very helpful there. Very cool and very legal. What do we want to see? I mean, if it's my Christmas wish list, if I'm manifesting right now, Southwind. Kiefer Sutherwind would also be nice. Seawind, Prevalent Wind, Green Dragon. Suddenly our 1-Han hand becomes a 3-Han hand. Suddenly our Goku hand becomes a Gohan hand. What does that mean? It's provocative. It gets the people going, referencing Dragon Ball Z. You know what I miss? It was a nice era of the internet. I used to, and last time on Dragon Ball Z, pun intended, last video I referenced in my opening radio segment, you know, screw the rules, I have green hair, which is a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. Now, I don't know if you if you even know what that is, but back in my day, okay, this is a legit organic farm to table back in my day. Back in my day, there were a lot of Abridged series, which is where people would, you know, download, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes and whatnot, and then like dub over with like funny writing. Like Seto Kaiba said, you know, they would voice Seto Kaiba be like, screw the rules, I have money, you know? Yugi Moto, my super special awesome card. You know, I can't do Yugi Moto instead of Kaiba. All I got in me is a good Shaggy, like Zoink Scoob. It's rusty today because I got nervous as I was doing it. I throw the key for Sutherwind now. I mean, I would really love a Chance Revolution to actually win a hand. I mean, this is like pulling teeth. Laplord cutting just straight up gasoline. Rylord also cutting gasoline. I don't know if we're gonna be able to win this one, folks. Not sure if that's in the cards for us. I don't think I'm playing this badly in any sense of the word. I think that our tiles recently have not been flowing like the Tigris and the Euphrates, Fertile Crescent reference. And there was a lot of them. There was like Naruto the Abridged series. There was Dragon Ball Z the Abridged series. I don't know. It's a nice format for other people to express their creativity. And it's a lot of, I can only appreciate as an adult how much editing goes into it, because you have to edit the mouth movement if you really care. Do you know what I mean? Like if you really care about the quality of it all, you have to edit the mouth movement so that it doesn't look completely out of place. Can you sound off in the comments? Let me know so that I'm not, you know, completely off my rocker. If you are also a fan of the Abridged series, any of them, feel free to drop which ones that you were pogging up with as well. Now, this is a weirdo situation, okay? Hey, I heard you were a weird one. Where I want to, oh man, no, I don't think that I should go for this hand. I genuinely don't think I should go for this hand. Like this hand, all we have, right, is Green Dragon. And I like the Green Dragon. The Green Dragon and I used to go to high school together. Green Dragon, perfectly fine human being. But I don't want to deal into anyone else right now. I'm going to be frank with you, okay? Like a hot dog today. I'm going to be frank with you. 3, 3, 3. And then you've also thrown a 5. I can Shi this for Tenpai. I feel like this is as safe as it gets. 3 Dora are also gone. I'm not scared. Like no one has called Riichi. I don't think someone, you know, it's not like someone even has a pair of the Dora in their hand and they're going Damaten Pinfu or any of those shenanigans. I'm very concerned about Left Lord as well as a Cross Lord. The 6 of Bamboo seem to be relatively safe for both, right? Definitely safe for a Cross Lord. It's inside Suji for a Left Lord. Can't have a 4-5. Can't have a 7-8. We're gaming right now. Could they have a pair of them? No, because you know, they would have to have a single tile weight or something extremely zuzzy like that. Now this might be the kiss of death, folks. This might be the genuine kiss of death. I can't throw any of these tiles. I genuinely can't throw any of these tiles. I'm playing safe for Left Lord, but not for a Cross Lord. That could have gotten me into a ton of trouble there. Hopefully, we're hoping to see through this next round of play that we can get some more safe discards. I'm very scared about what's going on at the table. I legitimately have a 1-Han hand. It's not worth risking the family farm for a 1-Han hand. Someone deal into someone else. I can't handle the stress anymore. I'm sitting in a gosh dang pressure cooker. I can't throw that. It's just 1-Han. And now I know that nobody else is sitting with a pair of the Green Dragons. Hilariously, drawing into the 3rd Green Dragon is a very fortunate draw there, but not in the way that we thought, right? Not in the way that was necessarily expected. Okay, Right Lord with an extremely zuzzy con in the late game. Would love to get into Tenpai. It did not happen, and that's okay. It's okay. Hopefully, yeah, no one deals into... Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought we were going to deal in. Left Lord waiting on the 5 and the 8 of characters. I don't think that's what we were necessarily holding on. Again, I get that memory of a goldfish right now. This is tough, folks. We're 10K away from second place right now. Remember when we were kicking back and enjoying the fact that we were just like a, 5K away? What happened? It slipped away from us. This hand, by the way, is very, very good. Not gonna lie to you, it's very, very good. 4 pairs in our starting hand. 4 pairs for reverse, no album out. Can very easily go the forbidden technique, which is 7 pairs, but also can play this hand normally, right? We got a 1-3 shape. This could be a 3-4-5. It's not the easiest hand to play normally, but it's still possible. It's still possible. 1 of bamboo has been discarded. 2 of characters has been discarded. All right. We got to make some tough decisions, but hey, I'm a tough cookie right now. We got to make some tough decisions for a tough cookie. I think what we cut, I mean, the 1-2 shape is genuinely our weakest shape. I will cut the 2 of characters here. I think 7 pairs is more likely at a time like this. Could have even cut 9 of bamboo, right? Another 9 of bamboo was revealed here by Left Lord, calling that chi. It's a weird chi as well. It's a weird chi. 7, 8, 9. They're not going for a flush in the... They're not going for a flush in the bamboo suit. At least I'm assuming. So I can only really assume that they got white dragon, red dragon, green dragon, Kiefer Sutherwind, something like that. A simple hand, or maybe this is another weird one where, don't sing it. This is another weird one where they just have like a pure straight or something, like an open pure straight. We've known that Left Lord has that dog in them. We are now 1 tile away from 7 pairs as well. I might even slam the like and subscribe button. I'm feeling the heat. I'm feeling like I actually want to play Riichi Mahjong. But, Yusong, let us not... First of all, let us pray. What are we at, a salad bar? A religious salad bar? The way I'm letting us pray? It's a lettuce joke. I could keep this red dragon just to be obstinate, right? I could definitely keep the red dragon to be obstinate. I think that Left Lord is probably waiting on it, right? John Mayer be like, waiting on the world to change. Left Lord being like, waiting on the red dragon, probably. What do I, Henry David Thoreau, here? Do I just give you the keys to the kingdom? It's a Zuzzy top. Yeah, because I was like, well, if I'm waiting for it, I don't want to wait for a single tile that Left Lord has a pair of. I don't know if that thinking is correct. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know if that thinking is correct. Maybe I just should have gripped it and ripped it harder than anything that you've ever seen before. So what do we want to throw? I have no idea. 2 5s are visible. Probably you don't have a 4-5. That's not how you should think about that. It's actually likely that this comes from a 4-5-5, but I should be getting out of here. I genuinely should be getting out of here. I can't in good faith play this hand. And here's the painful thing about this situation, okay? I think it might be right. Across or cutting the Dora. Oh my god, we would have had Tenpai. But hey, we would have also dealt in. So this Tenpai wouldn't have even happened. Copium. This is a bad weight. It's Tanyao's Riichi 7 pairs. Just kidding. It's actually a really, really good weight. And now it's what? All triplets, Yusong? You're going for all triplets. In this economy? That's what you're doing right now? I think the difference between a good Mahjong player and a great Mahjong player... Charisma. No, I think the difference between a good Mahjong player and a great Mahjong player is patience. Sometimes you're going to have runs of games where nothing goes your way. And they did have the half flush. Holy smokes, they did have the half flush. Waiting for the Kiefer Sutherwind or the 2 of bamboo. That's a very powerful hand. Right Lord sitting in the garbage dimension. I can't mince any words. Right Lord sitting in the garbage dimension. I'm looking like a fool with my pants on the ground. There's nothing that we can even do. What would we like? Another Kiefer Sutherwind, another red dragon. Any of those tiles would be muchly appreciated at a time like this. Something around the door tile. Something around the door tile would also tickle my fancy. I think it's patience. You're gonna have a slew of bad games. That's gonna happen to everyone. Right Lord going for a half flush in the something suit. Let's keep track of what they're going for. They could even have a pair of the 2 of characters, and they were debating for a second whether or not to go for it. So something to keep in mind. Gotta see what they're discarding. Okay, they're definitely going for the half flush, although now it's like red 5 is half the value of a half flush. I wonder if they're feeling a little regretty spaghetti over that decision. The worst case scenario for us is that they have a half flush in the circle suit, and then they have like a pair of the Dora, and suddenly Bob's your uncle, and we're actually living in the garbage dimension, right? They have a huge hand and they catapult themselves back into the game. Oh, okay. So our worst fears might be confirmed right now, in the sense that, yeah, I do think that they're waiting for circle tiles. They're now cutting their character tiles. I mean, they could just have a really lucky hand and could have a lucky hand. Could be waiting for character tiles, but I think more likely than not, they are waiting for circle tiles. This is also a risky one. Hey, I heard you were a risky one. Kiefer Sutherland, don't pawn this. Oh my God. Red Dragon, Prevalent Wind, half flush. That's disgusting. Okay, they have a nutty hand. Oh, folks, this is bad. This is bad. This is really, really bad, because now not only is our hand a lot more difficult to complete, Right Lord has the keys to the kingdom. Right Lord genuinely has the keys to the kingdom. So how do we make this hand work for us? We want an economy that doesn't just work for the 1%. It works for all Americans. It's my Bernie. I think what we go for here is Pinfu. I think I cut my one of characters, and that's the only way I can really get back into this game. I don't know if I am legally allowed. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to discard a circle tile for the rest of the game. Genuinely. Right Lord's going for it. This is such an easy way for us to end up in the garbage dimension. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Don't let my frequent parodying of Pitbull and Sia distract you. This is actually a very tense situation. I think it's too early to be giving up. I think it's too early to be giving up. If we draw into a 2, if we draw into a 5, there's still a chance that we could Dama-10 pin through this noise. So it's not very likely. I'm gonna be real with you, because Right Lord probably has a lot of the Monka S. This is, my butt is clenched right now, folks. This might be too much information, but that's absolutely true. You wanted some commentary? Here's the commentary. Vivian Westwind, you actually cannot be waiting on. John Mayer's being like, waiting on the world to change. Me, I'm like, you cannot be waiting on the Vivian Westwind. One of Bamboo is safe. Holy smokes. Let me steal this game. Let me steal this game, please. 7 of circles would make me a Wooga right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. 7 of circles would make me a Wooga. Now, at this point, I would Shi to get into Tenpai for exhaustive draw purposes. And we might Shi to get into Tenpai, and then suddenly we would draw a circle tile. It's the kiss of death. We might not be able to stay in that Tenpai. So, can't cut that. You know what? Both of these tiles are safe. So I'll cut a 6 of characters. It's safe for Right Lord. It's safe for Left Lord as well, you know? Playing both sides of the aisle. Sure. Not what we drew up in the sand. Totally fine. And you know what? Left Lord pays a little bit of a baby dealer penalty as well. It's easier for us to get back in the game. Right Lord, I genuinely feel bad for. I mean, I'm also feeling bad for myself. Look at this starting hand. Shambles and brambles, folks. This is not necessarily what you want to see. Can't really go Tanya with the amounts of 1s, 8s, and 9s that we have in our hand. Maybe, if we're lucky, a Pinfu scenario. That's good. That's genuinely very good. 4, 5, 6. Nothing to sneeze at. We can even accept the door, the 3 of circles. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's not the lyric. Luckily, I mean, I do have allergies. You know what I was even thinking? Like, my fatigue recently is not just been because, you know, I'm working my brain overclocked to decrypt these ROMs so that I can play them on Udong's Android emulator. It could just be allergies. My significant other was like, you should maybe try some allergy medication if you want, right? And I'm not advocating for, you know, frivolous. Hang on, maybe I should have cut the 4 there. Oh my God, I should have cut the 4. I mean, the 4 is not talking to anything, but it's so good. Like, it accepts the Dora. And the 8-9 shape is so bad. Even if we draw into a 6, it doesn't even. Okay, that's good. We're 2 tiles away from Tenpai. Pinfu, it would be great if we drew into a 3 of Bamboo. Not gonna lie to you there. Or we can't even draw into a 1 of Bamboo. It's not a. Unfortunately, it's no longer possible. Burping up a storm right now. It could just be allergies right now, causing the fatigue, causing the fogginess in the head. Honestly, that would be a welcome diagnosis, because then I'd be able to take some, I don't know, Claritin, and then suddenly be able to see all the Sanshokus that I've never been able to see up until this point. When I write a YA novel, it's not going to be to all the boys I've loved before, but it's going to be to all the Sanshokus I've unknowingly discarded. It's going to pack a different type of literary punch. Do I like romance novels? Yeah, as a kid, I liked them a lot. Why? Because I wanted to be in a relationship. And in lieu of that, you read, I mean, you don't read romance novels, but your cheeks do get a little flushed whenever, you know, Harry and Ginny Weasley are macking at Diagon Alley, okay? Yeah, that's just true. It's just very, very true. How am I with romance novels in this day and age now that I've become ripe with adulthood? I don't know. I haven't been reading that much. I do like, I think that, you know, if you're new to the channel, probably haven't heard me say this before, but hang on. This, I can't even keep this because like nothing is doing over here, you know? I could pawn this and I'm in Tenpai for exhaustive draw. This is a little haste makes waste right now. I am furious, folks. I am furious right now. I want a chance to play the game. Okay, that's funny. That's hilarious. That is incredibly omega funny. Oh my god. You can't say I didn't try. You can't say I didn't try with this game. I genuinely, I was like, I don't want to let go of this dealer seat. I'm going to hold on to it and hopefully get into Tenpai before exhaustive draw so that if we do, no laughter, if we do an exhaustive draw, we can do it. So this is a weird one. A crossroad is Despair Gaming. I love the fact that they're Despair Gaming. They're cutting the door early so that nobody else can pawn into an instant Mongon, and they're playing super defensively. I love that. Right Lord going for a flush. I have to assume that this is some kind of flush. What am I going for? That's an excellent question. It's an excellent question. For a moment, I was considering Tanya, right? Because we could pawn up a Storm, but then the rest of our hand is so bad if we're going Tanya. Oh my god. If Right Lord has... Finish my thought. If Right Lord has the epic comeback, I'm going to be very sad, folks. But this is okay. This is okay. Sometimes you're going to have these games. It is the mental strength, like to be able to hold on, even in these tough times. That's something to practice right now because, again, genuinely, tilting now only helps the enemy. And I do think about this as if it was a giant war game, right? Oh my god, if the two of characters had dealt in, I would have been so sad there too. Again, we throw the 2 because we know that they're not waiting with a 3-4. We can't be waiting with a 3-4. Sure, this is also weird. I don't know what to Henry David Thoreau next. Like, 9 of characters is looking pretty likely. And meanwhile, I'm looking like a fool with my pants on the ground. So 9 of characters seems okay. There's only 1 8 of characters left. So we know that they're probably not waiting with a 7-8. I could also break apart my triplet, and there's a lot to be there's a lot to be happy about if you're breaking apart a triplet, in the sense that if 1 passes, then suddenly all 3 of them can pass, and you got 3 safe tiles. So, okay. It's a weird one, right? Meow. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a weird one, right? Meow. What else can we throw? I want to throw the 1 of bamboo, but only 3 2s are visible. You could have a 2-3 in their hand. It's not particularly likely. Okay, the Dora tiles are coming out of the woodwork. What do I throw here? Ruh-roh Raggy. I throw the... I gotta throw a 1. I think it's our safest tile. It's a terminal tile, for gosh sakes. Sorry for the language there, but it's absolutely true. 4, 4, 4. Only 3 4s are visible right now. Terminal tile. Terminal tile. All the 2s are visible. I mean, not all the 2s are visible, but a lot of the 2s are visible. This is a very dicey situation, okay? It's Dungeon Dice Monsters. It's a dicey situation. Do I pawn here? Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny that you would ask me something like that. No, I understand. I understand. We can pawn there. We have 2 safe tiles. 6 of circles and 9 of circles, pretty much. We could try to get into Tenpai for exhaustive draw. I do not want to risk the family farm and deal into 7 pairs madness to our right? Like, they could be waiting on the 9 of circles. It's not very likely. Oh, Hachi Machi. I mean, someone throw an 8 of circles. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I would love an excuse to chase, but I cannot chase, folks. Alas, I cannot swim. The Laura Marling song. Oh. I don't think it's right. 9 of circles. I know we're not. I know not, at the end of this round, it's going to be like Tenpai. And 9 of circles is going to be fine. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I genuinely would prefer to play honest Billy Bean baseball. Next round, we have a chance to snipe him with a Tanya, right? The hands have not been flowing like the Tigris and the Euphrates. The hands have not been flowing like Niagara Falls. The hands have not been flowing like the several gorgeous and national parks, state parks of Ithaca, New York. Wow, that is a spicy tile. I'm going to murder you in Minecraft because you just gave them Under the River. And while that means nothing for you, it means everything for me. Let there be justice in the world. Please let there be justice in the world. This hand is okay. We would love to see another, oh God. Would love to see another green dragon or red dragon. We don't have a pair right now. It's okay. How much would we love to see another Yakuhai? We would actually really like to see another green dragon or a red dragon. I'm gonna go a little sicko mode and throw away the 9 of characters right there. We really want to win this one before Right Lord wins this one. Sure. Not really a pair, but if we draw into another one, lol, Lamau, we can also accept a 6 of bamboo now. Again, we don't have a pair in our hand. Sure, all the shapes, all the king's horses and all the king's shapes decided to come out and play. Unfortunately, no double-sided weights in our hand, right? The likelihood of Pinfu, cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Don't say it, Yusong. Don't say you want to know how I got these scars. You're better than that. You're better than that. 1 tile away from Tenpai. 1 tile away from a Riichi red 5. That's fine. It's fine. No Pinfu, but hey, we weren't built on Pinfu, okay? We were built on terrible decisions. I'm gonna wait 1 round before I call the Riichi, just in case we draw into... Oh. Temporary Furton. Temporary Furton. It's okay. It's okay. We can call Riichi this turn. Left Lord, go ahead. Don't throw another 6 of bamboo, though. That would break my tiny, insignificant heart right now, okay? That would kill me. And I Riichi here. And now, a 6 of bamboo. Thank you. Eat my shorts. I mean, the real person who deserved to lose was... I mean, I shouldn't say that. That's so toxic of me. But dealing into the Under the River, let me just see what... I have so much to think about in this game. I spent an hour of my time to get -9. I spent an hour of my time to get Sphere of Innocence. Look at my face. You tell me this is innocent. This is the glazed eyes of someone who is just stuck in the Jade Room for an hour, not having any hands to write home about. Big ass raccoon waking me up this morning. Come on! This is okay. You deal into me because you don't need the 6 of bamboo. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. And you literally draw into it as well. That's muy unfortunado, okay? This one. You're not in Tenpai. You don't have any safe tiles? Holy smokes, you don't have any safe tiles. So you cut the 9 here, right? Obvi? I mean, not obvi, but like kind of obvi? Whoa, what? So you're thinking, okay, oh, it's inside Tsuji. I actually respect the F out of this. I respect the F out of this. Can't be waiting with a 2-3. Cannot be waiting with a 5-6. But you have a pair weight. Yeah, Tsuji doesn't always work. Okay, I actually respect that. I'm so sorry for going aggro mode against you. I did not mean it. Look at all these sumos. Look at all these sumos. No. I'm so sorry for going face up attack position. You did not deserve that. You are not in Tenpai. Evangelion 1.3.1, you are not in Tenpai. You have a perfect Ishanten though, right? Guaranteeing yourself. You know, I probably would have cut the, no, you can't cut 8 for a perfect Ishanten. I was like, can you guarantee yourself Tanya? You can't. So a Crosslord steals that one off of a single tile away for the 4. Wow. Okay. Yeah, okay. Have you considered, folding? I mean, you have what could be. You have a 3 Han hand, Red Dragon half flush or Prevalent Wind half flush. You can't have both. You can't have both. And unfortunately, you're smooching with the devil right now. I don't even hate this discard just to keep your options open. I like, honestly, I don't even hate that. But we were big folding here, and for good reason. So there was an exhaustive draw in the late game. No, there was a heartbreaking sumo in the face of danger. Yeah, it was this round. There was a heartbreaking sumo in the face of danger. So you sumo here, and you don't have to discard any circle tiles in order to stay in tenpai. I love that for you, bestie. This is disgusting. This is prevalent wind, red dragon, white dragon, half flush. You almost have the all triplets as well, and I think you go for it if you can. And all of us at the table understand the assignment. Just don't discard circle tiles. Yep. Yuppers. Round number 1. You dealt in with a 4 of circles. Oh no, it was a 4 of something, right? It wasn't. I'm a fool. I'm so sorry. I'm getting confused. Hey, I should really run for president. Ah! Just tilted after a long day. Okay. You are not even in tenpai, but also it doesn't look like anybody else is in tenpai. But also your hand is not very good. But also Right Lord has the visible Mangon. So I started folding. Have you considered huge effing folding? Have you considered Mondo freaking folding? I don't even know what's necessarily safe here, but like 2 of bamboo is safe, you know? Hashtag Suji Gaming. Yeah, this is definitely a spicy one. This is a dealer Mangon as well. Holy guacamole. This is a dealer manga. Honestly, when someone pawns the Dora, you have to be like 98% sure that your tile is safe if you want to even tiptoe around it. And that's hard to do. I think that's hard to do. You know what else? We stuck it in there. We tried to keep a level head, and I think we succeeded. Did I scream a lot about a big raccoon throughout this video? Bordering on a commentary as if I had lost my mind? Yeah, absolutely. But did we fully give into the darkness and let out want to know how I got these scars? No. Unless you count that one. That's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the song, you enjoyed the genre, make sure to leave a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see new videos every day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 3 p.m. PST. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VODs channel, in case you can't ever make it live. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself, all right? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.